What is up, everybody? It is your boy MM2K back again with another episode of the Stadia live session featuring MM2K. Today, we're going to talk about Uplay Plus because I feel after a conversation I had last night that maybe there are a lot of people that are unaware of the Ubisoft support. And then we're going to talk about people's experiences with Baldur's Gate 3 some more. We want to get your take on it and also anything you want to talk about. So with no further ado, let's get into it.
Not sorry. Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me a matte all black truck. Oh, I'm not sorry.
What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? Can y'all hear me okay? Can y'all hear the audio okay? Because I can't hear nothing. It's weird. It's real weird. Hold on. Let me see something here. I think I was cleaning off my, what's it called? And I may have made a boo-boo. I was cleaning off my keyboard and I might have hit a couple things and messed a couple things up. For some reason, I couldn't hear that. Let me see. That was weird. All right, let me know, guys, if y'all can hear everything okay. Again, if you can hear me. See this, man. Oh, can you hear me? And could y'all hear the intro music? Just let me know. All right. Definitely let me know, because something funky is happening on my side. I don't know what it is, but yes, we can. You can hear me. Could y'all hear the intro music? Okay, cool. All right, we got Eddie Player 1 in the house. We got Wilfredo Rivera in the house. What is going on? Yeah, I'll have to fix it on my side. I don't know what's going on. For some reason, I can't hear the audios. Let me try this. Let me reset the engine. Ooh. Okay. Now it's working. Now I hear it. All right. So let's talk about it, people. Some Ubisoft stuff, some Baldur's Gate stuff, all that good stuff. What's going on, everybody? I had a very interesting conversation last night. We were, joking around in a DM, and I said to myself, you know what I'm saying? That was fun because we chop it up in there. And then I woke up this morning, and for some reason, when I woke up this morning, I was thinking, I was like, man, what do I want to do today? Do I want to do another one of these? Or do I want to chop up a video? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I think I'm going to chop up a video. And then for some reason, this conversation hit me. And I was like, you know what? What if while we were joking, these mugs was serious? And and when I say serious, I'll explain it to you like what I mean in full detail. Like, I don't know. We were all joking and having a good time and laughing and stuff like that. And snickering and all that stuff, I presume, in the DM, you know what I mean? But the stuff that we were like throwing back and forth at each other, like, I wonder if they were serious, you know what I'm saying? And if they were serious, then I wonder how many people that actually do or actually do want to be part of this platform or are interested in this platform. I wonder how many of them think the same thing. So then I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and I'm going to do a Stadia live session. I'm not going to chop a video. I'm going to do a Stadia live session and we're going to talk about it. We're going to go into the nitty gritty of everything. In regards to Ubisoft, we're going to talk about the support that they're giving. We're going to talk about what are the likely things coming in the future and all that good stuff. And we're going to have a great time talking about it. Let me see here. I'm just sending this out to a few more people. Let's see, drop here. There we go. And then I got one more place that I want to let people know. And do me a huge favor. Hit that hunchback arrow below. Let everybody know that we're live. Pretty please. All right. Okay. I think I got everybody that I needed to right now. Let's get back to, I'm going to send that out. All right. And I think we're good. Okay, so let's do this. Shout out to the chat. We go to everybody's comments. Rick Tone says, no next gen consoles for me. I can dig it, bro. I can dig it. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Why is this up here like this? I want this to be full screen. See, this is why I had the worst Windows experience yesterday, y'all. It was horrific. And I'm still okay, here we go. I was doing an update for 9 hours. It literally took me 9 hours to do an update. And that's unacceptable, man. Like a lot of my Xbox, this is no console war stuff. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Take this from somebody that's been putting together PCs for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That knows the ins and outs of Windows, that knows the histories of Windows and all that good stuff. Windows 10, next to, I want to say Vista, is becoming one of the worst versions of Windows ever. Ever. I know a lot of people hated Millennium Edition. I know people didn't like Windows 8, but the service-based nature that you're trying to turn all of the Microsoft products into, and the nature of the updates, they're horrific. For those of you like Eddie and Zogic and Ashes and whoever that's in the chat, y'all can appreciate this. So what this latest update did is it partitioned my hard drive. It separated the boot process from the operating system. And so it didn't I don't know if it had to do that because of the update. And it meant to meld everything back together, but it didn't meld everything back together. So I had to go in there and reorganize my boot order. And it was a pain in the butt because I got one of these eccentric motherboards with like this crazy BIOS in it, and it's not the most user friendly. And I hate dealing with it. So the fact that and my history with Windows since the 90s, I've never had that happen to me before. Never. Hundreds of different versions of Windows. We ain't gonna talk about what y'all. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, y'all. What y'all know about that? What was that? What that Windows XP Black? Y'all know nothing about that Windows XP Black? I'm gonna shut up. But hundreds of different versions of Windows never has happened to me before, and it's completely destroyed my setup. I'm still trying to fix it days later. You know what I mean? So. But yeah, no, I can dig it. Next gen consoles for me. Cold Blood says you forgot Cyberpunk and Demon Souls, but that's not all. Just the games I'm looking forward to. That's what's up. I can dig it. Hey, I ain't mad at nobody. He says, "What's up with Uplay Plus? I got tired of waiting and bought almost all of the Ubisoft games in Stadia." Hey, Wilfredo, we're gonna talk about that. I can dig it. I can dig it. Who else we got up in here? Who else we got? Zogic, Zup. Eddie Player One says, Cold Blood Sensei, explain to me how I'm wrong. And by the way, I'm getting the PlayStation 5. Hey, Eddie's out here slapping these fools, man. Hey, Eddie, calm down, man. You gonna have to put that pimp hand on ice, man. You got to put it in a bucket of ice, man. Stop slapping these fools. You got to get the baby powder on there, all right? He just been slapping fools all over the internet recently, man. This is angry. This is angry Eddie. The homie Ray Sherrod, yo. Eddie, tell them Cyberpunk won't be optimized. Man, they don't know. And he goes, and our favorite bot, Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Stadia, $60, PlayStation 4, $50. Why you lying, man? Why you lying? So, all right. So with that said, man, let's get into it. Let's get into it, y'all. It's about y'all. Can y'all do me a huge favor? Let everybody know that we are definitely live. I gotta keep this one to an hour. Let's do this as well because I got to pick up my wife. There's so much stuff I got to do. What you see on your screen is some Baldur's Gate gameplay. It's going to be live on Twitch. If you follow my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MightyMost2000. Excuse me, you'll find it there. Excuse me. shortly. It's still processing. So here's what happened. I was playing this game last night, and if you'll see during the gameplay that I'm pausing, like when I'm in these dialogue screens, I'm pausing a lot. Why is that? Because last night we had a very I'm in I tell you guys, I'm in various DMs. And one DM in particular got a lot of your favorite podcasters in there from various podcasts and things of that nature. And what we do often in there is of many things though, but what we do often in there is we trade barbs. You know what I'm saying? We sharpen our skills. We trade barbs about our, against our favorite platform and you know what I'm saying? So it's like a good, training ring, for those of us that be in the console war out there doing our thing. And it's all for fun. I'm not into that whole console war. I hate your mammy. I'm a kick your dog in the face. I'm not with that getting all crazy type stuff. Unless you get crazy with me, I ain't gonna lie. I can throw barbs with the best of them. But if you're just keeping it at a civil discussion, I keep it civil too. That is until you go off the Richter. You go off this Richter, then we gonna go there. We're gonna take it there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, for my anime fans, it's like when Ichigo was fighting Aizen, he was training in he was training in a facility with Pops. He was training in the nether worlds or the in-between world with Pops. He showed up in front of Aizen. He said, yo, you ready to do this? Aizen was talking all that stuff. He just grabbed Aizen by the face and threw him into the mountains. Hey, if I got to grab you by the face and throw you into the mountains, I will. But for the most part, I'd like to have a reasonable discussion, right? But for them times to where we gotta toss mugs over the Himalayas, we be in this DM and we be, it's all fun and games, right? And a lot of my favorite people are in this DM. So somebody had threw out a barb about Stadia, right? So it was an Xbox person. So I got in there and I was like, yo, Xbox, paid $7 billion to give PlayStation exclusives first. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing ball, you know what I'm saying? We just sharpening the skills and we going back. So then it was 2 against 1. We're going back and forth, whatever. And they were throwing a barb at me. They was like, oh, you don't know when you getting Cyberpunk. And I'm like, oh, shut up, dummy. We getting Cyberpunk 31 days later, the same year, But then they hopped to this thing about Ubisoft, right? And I'm thinking this off of Ubisoft ain't getting Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Watch Dogs and this and that, right? And I'm taking it as barbs, right? I'm taking it as barbs, like, we just throwing jab. We just, we bloviating, we making up stuff, over-reporting stuff, and just throwing stuff at each other, for all fun and games, right? So, and you'll notice in my gameplay, I keep stopping. That's because my phone kept going off, and I'm stopping it, and I'm like, you know what? At some point in time, I had to call Uncle, like, all right, I'm done. I got to get back to Baldur's Gate. You chumps, leave me alone. I'm trying to play. Y'all want to talk about games and investments and paying for PlayStation exclusives using $7 billion. We want to play games over here, right? So we all having fun again, right? Play Baldur's Gate for a few hours, go to bed way too late, and wake up in the morning, right? And when I woke up, because this week has been more experimental than anything, I've been trying to get myself back in the habit of doing Stadia videos every day, Monday through Friday. I said, dang, am I going to do a video? Or am I going to do another Stadia live session? As I said earlier, in the bumper. And for some reason, that conversation just hit me. I had forgot about it. Took my wife to work and everything. Came back home and said, what am I going to do? Because I start my mornings off at 4 a.m. every day. Every day. Your boy be out here doing the damn thing. I be out here working, man. So I said, well, what video am I going to cut today? I had no idea. Then all of a sudden, man, I just had an epiphany. For some reason, that conversation just hit me, like I want to say around 6 a.m. I'm already in the thick of things doing some other stuff. And then I start thinking about videos. And then I said to myself, hold on, that was a cool conversation. We was having fun and all. I said, but what if those mugs was like serious? And when I say serious, I don't mean serious like they were upset. We were having fun. But what if they were serious in their belief that Stadia wasn't getting Ubisoft games day and day? And then I got to remember, and I got to get myself out of my own bubble sometimes. I got to remember MM2K, even though these are my close personal friends and stuff like that, and I love these people, they're stuck. I'm not calling them idiots, but they're stuck listening to the idiot herd babble. And you may have a lot of friends that are like that too, to where, they're smart people, but they don't do their own due diligence unless it's their favorite piece of plastic. See, I like to know about everything. I'm going to be honest. This whole worried about Bibble Watson compute units, I don't get into all that because I know at the end of the day, that's not going to tell the story of who's doing what. At the end of the day, it's all about what's coming to the front end user. To hell with Bibble Watson compute units and all that other Bibble Babble garbage. It's about what the end user experience is going to be. But I like to know about the end user experience of everything. So I do research on everything. I listen now. Y'all know me. I have no desire to be in the Xbox ecosystem at this moment. I'm not saying that won't change. If the Bethesda games come and I get experiences like you see on the screen with Baldur's Gate, the Western RPGs, and I'm having a blast and all that other stuff. When those experiences come, I might go sign up for Game Pass. But right now, until those experiences come, it looks like I'm going to get a better investment. Honestly, even though I was throwing barbs, I'm going to get a better investment from Bethesda and the two exclusives they're giving the PlayStation than I am from Xbox. And Xbox owns them. So we still got a little bit of that Xbox residue of we want to put everything everywhere that I'm not a fan of. And hence why I'm not interested personally in the ecosystem, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But so y'all know that. But even though I feel that way about Xbox, one of my favorite podcasts is an Xbox centric. Two of the main podcasts that I listen to are Xbox centric podcasts. I listen to Podcast Unlocked, to where I know back in the day, and people, including myself, loathed that show. We couldn't stand it because we felt like it was unfair to Xbox. But now they're singing the praises of Xbox all the time, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's an Xbox show. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That and then my favorite like mainstream podcast is a show called Rebel FM. It's guys that used to be part of GMR magazine. Then they went to One Up, the online publication, and once that got defunct, they went their separate ways career-wise and did different things. But then they do podcasts, and they have people from IG. They have famous people on there, periodically. They're well known in the industry and they know their stuff, but they're big time Xbox people. You know what I mean? But they speak the truth about facts. Like they appropriately, they'll give you facts. And then after they give you the facts, then they'll give you their opinion based on the facts. And I hate to say this, guys, I'm not trying to put myself in a pedestal or whatever, because sometimes I got to keep myself in line. But 99% of these people that you're listening to out on YouTube or wherever, mainstream or not, they don't do that. They try to caveat the facts that they tell you based upon their opinion. Like Rebel FM, they'll let you know they don't like Stadia. They don't like it. They don't like the idea of it. But they still talk facts about it, which I like. Like they talked about, they urge people to think smarter about laughing at the predictive controller. They say, y'all laughing at the predictive controls that are in Stadia. It's better than the predictive controlling that's in Call of Duty. Oh, yes, you didn't know that? It's in Call of Duty, the game that be outselling everything year to year. You don't have a problem with it in Call of Duty, so you shouldn't have a problem with it in Stadia, and Stadia's doing it better. And so you'll get information like that. And then when they get to their opinions, I just be like, well, I don't agree with that. Or, I might agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But I like the fact-based podcast more than anything. And IGN, I appreciate them because of the connections that they have to the industry. again, they got a lot of information that you don't get from everywhere. See, I don't listen to podcasts for a prep rally. I don't need you to tell me that water is wet. I listen to podcasts to be informed. I'm not one of those people that, you know, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. But I'm just saying, I'm not one of those people. I don't need what I know to be validated, because I'm one of those people that as soon as I'm done listening to you, I'm going to research what you said. I'm doing my due diligence, right? So back to the subject at hand. I said, wow, I got to get out of my own bubble because I'm so entrenched in Stadia information. I'm just assuming that people know at least the basics. And maybe they don't think that Stadia is getting Ubisoft day and date. And if they don't think it, then what if the mainstream gamer that is interested in Stadia thinks that way? So I sent out this tweet because I also realized too, I haven't done my due diligence in giving Ubisoft the praise that they deserve for supporting the platform. I mean, their support of the platform has been so instrumental. I would say for the launch of Stadia, Bungie and Destiny 2 was extremely critical. Extremely critical. But I'm talking about as far as supplying content to the consumer, I would give that award to Ubisoft, because they have routinely put out some of the most sought after content. Even in the efforts that are not so fantastic. Ghost Recon Breakpoint is is arguably one of the most played titles there. You see that being played all the time. And it has some issues. It definitely has some issues. It could use some optimization. But it's just not the best optimized game, period. Even on PC, but with that said, it's still a lot of people love it. Then you got Crew 2. People love Crew 2. And then there's so Assassin's Creed Odyssey. People love playing that on Stadia. And what do you call it? And lo and behold, the Division 2, which we arguably got the best version of the Division 2, better than anywhere else. It's better than consoles just because of the performance. Even Digital Foundry had to call uncle on that one. They said, we wish consoles had performance modes that operated like this. You know what I'm saying? That operated like that, gave you 4K upscale as beautiful as this, bumping the resolution down, just the native resolution down a little bit, and just using AI or whatever, or dynamic scaling to get it to 4K. So they can give you a stable 60 frames per second. They said, we wish consoles had this. We wish. All right. Now, on the flip side of that, somebody that's a PC gamer might be listening to this and might be saying, MM2K, cut the bullpucky. I'm playing Division 2 at 100 frames per second. Yeah, but I ain't got none of your cheating. I ain't got none of yours cheating. I got none of yours cheating. All right. And I got Stream Connect, which that is such a, when you're playing with other people, that is such a valuable tool. Somebody's in a fickle, you don't know where the heck they're at. Oh, I love Stream Connect for Division is fantastic. The only thing that they need is like crowd play, where you can send out a link and let people play with you. You know what I'm saying? I know if people can hop in your game, that would be so awesome, right? But with that said, let's get into it real quick, and I'll get you guys' thoughts on this. So this is my point. I said, man, I really dig the support Ubisoft provides Stadia. The games here / coming are great, including a phenomenal version of Division 2, bar none, 4K 60, Stream Connect, no cheating. Then we got these buttes dropping day and date, exclusive content in Uplay Plus 2020. Great job, Ubisoft. So first and foremost, we got Watchdog Legions coming. You know what I'm saying? Watchdog Legions is coming day and date to Stadia. Okay, October 29th. That's going to be fantastic. Then we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla which maybe there might be a lot of people that don't think that this is coming day and date to Stadia. It's coming day and date to Stadia. And you're likely going to have a 60 frames per second mode that you don't have to pay $500 for to get. But there will be a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox Series X version, which if it is 4K 60 on there, okay, you know, I don't know if there's going to be a 4K 60 mode for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It depends on whatever engine they're using. I'm hoping that we get a 4K 60 mode on there like how we have with the Division, but who knows? We'll see. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put my money on that unless Gen 2 is coming. Now, I have my reservations about Gen 2 coming this year, but I could be wrong. And we still got another month, and who knows? You know, Stadia is known for stealth dropping stuff, so we don't know. But at least we know it's coming day and date to the platform. And I ain't got to pay $500 to get a better experience. My experience that I'm going to get on Stadia day and date is going to be better than what the consoles have out here right now. Now, that I can say for sure. It's going to be a better experience than the consoles that are out right now. Future consoles, that's a whole nother story. We got to wait until we got to keep it real, y'all. We ain't bucking with Gen 2 performance on new games until we got to wait till Gen 2 comes out for those discussions. But again, for the majority of consoles that are going to be out for the remainder of the year and some in the remainder and for the majority of next year, right? Let's keep it real, because it's going to take like 2 to 3 years for new consoles to get more saturation. We're going to have, great performance, better than most of the consoles out there. All right. And we're getting it day and date. Then we got Phoenix Immortal Rising, or Immortals Phoenix Rise. I always get that. And we're getting an exclusive demo on Stadia that the world can try. Right? That the world can try. So that's dropping day and date, and the world can try that. And this is all just 2020. I didn't even get into 2021 with Far Cry 6. We ain't going to do that. We're just talking 2020. Because the last piece of this is Uplay Plus availability on Stadia. This is from the Uplay or the Ubisoft site. And it's from the question form. Will I be able to benefit from Uplay Plus on Stadia? And the answer is Uplay Plus will come to Stadia in 2020 in bold. They got it in bold. Right? So there you have it, folks. For those that are questioning what's going on, and then, this is a great comment from the homie JDT. We got Rainbow Six Siege coming too. Wow, I forgot why I can only put up 4. We got that coming. That's releasing day and date when the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series version comes out, right? So with all that said, again, $0 platform. You ain't got to pay nothing for the platform to experience this. You can just game to your heart's contention. You just got to pay for the price of the game, or when Uplay Plus comes, as you see on your screen in 2020, you can get it in Uplay Plus. Now the question is, when is it coming? I know that's a question you guys got. I'll tackle that the best way that I can. But again, the homies and Munar says Tez 6 Fallout Starfield next Doom exclusives for Xbox. That's great. When are they coming? And Munarbot, when are they coming? Another thing, y'all in the chat. Hey, look, I want y'all to understand how I operate. I let people rock out. I'm coming from broadband bullies. I got thick skin. I let people rock out as long as they're not vulgar or disruptive and all the other stuff. And when I say vulgar, as long as they're not like real mean and they're vitriolic to anybody, including people on my panel, I can take it. I don't care. But you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. I let them rock. And Munar is one of those people that I let rock. Let him say, if y'all want to engage them because y'all think it's fun, kicking them into the stratosphere, that's fine. But don't let him ruffle your feathers. He's just he's trolling. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him ruffle your feathers, but I'll let people rock until they start, you know, they start going overboard. But I see y'all letting him troll y'all. I gotta give Amunar a golden star for y'all letting him troll, but I let people rock. Let them, you know, speak they bibble babble, because what that does is that allows me, if I'm having a bad day, I get to rip them a hole, and it makes it more entertaining for all of y'all, right? But don't let Amunar, you know what I'm saying, get to y'all. I'm gonna let him rock out. He's not, you know, he's not vulgar. At least he's respectable. He's just shouting a lot of bibble babble. But peace out to him. You know what I'm saying? We got Brian Aguilar. He says, Eddie Player the One. I know it should be calf kicks or way worse. Well, they get into some exercise. He says, Stadia Dosage, Ubisoft noise will be once Phoenix Rising demo shows up only on Stadia. Absolutely. He says, oh my God, these old games, F1 2021, Avengers, Baldur's Gate 3, Doom Eternal, and Watch Dog Legions, plus Cyberpunk 2077. STFU. Carl Jimenez, what's up? Yo. Bankai, that's right. Exotic. Hey, yo. But Bleach is my favorite anime of all time. I love Bleach. And yes, I was on that Burn the Witch movie that they broke up. I played with my emotions. I thought it was going to be like a season, like a 9-episode season. Here it was a movie that they broke up into 3 episodes here and there, you know. But when Bleach comes in 2021, that 1,000-Year War, whatever it's called, bro, I'm on it. I'm on it. I love Bleach. Yeah, yo, and Munar. Hey, you doing your work today, man. I see you getting to my chat. Yeah, man, he doing his thing today, man. And Cold Blood Sensei PS5, Xbox Series X will be better than PlayStation because SS load times is a thing. Stadia also has SSD and without spending $500. Facts. Let's see here. It says some Cold Blood. This is not Cold Blood's like my homie. You know what I'm saying? We rock out together. That's my homie Cold Blood. He said, you forgot Cyberpunk and Demon Souls, but that's not all, just games I'm looking forward. Oh, okay. I think I already got that one. So let me know, guys, your thoughts on this. Somebody had a question. Who was that? That said, I want to know, when the hell is Uplay Plus coming? And we talked about this on TSI. And the homie Eddie, I had to rob him of his opinion, as I normally do. Eddie had said that he feels that it's coming with here, let me show y'all. Let's get back to that beautiful beam footage. Let's get back to that gameplay, y'all. He had said that he feels that it's coming either prior or when Assassin's Creed Valhalla drops. I'm going to say this, guys and gals. I'm going to say that it's going to come. Yeah, I'm going to say it's coming this month. I think Uplay Plus is coming this month. I'm not sure. It's coming 2020, though. I don't think December. It's going to come October, November, the latest. But I think it's going to come this month. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I dropped a video earlier today where I told people I think they need to refocus their shift on how they think this competition is brewing, where they're like, oh, Stadia is in a fickle because they got to battle Luna and Xcloud. And I don't see it that way. I think if you look at everything from 5,000 feet, it puts Xcloud in a real upward battle, because as they try to convert from the 2 to 300 million on consoles that may think favorably or not of Game Pass, and they try to convert over to the general consumer, the 1 to 2 billion potential gamers out there that are going to play Luna on Fire Sticks or soon going to be playing Stadia on Google TV. That Google TV, mwah, perfectimo. I love that thing, man. And even though I had to sideload Stadia on there and it's not as efficient as on the CCU, when they do support it, that's going to be a killer combo. Just like Luna and the Fire TV / Fire Cube is going to be a killer. And those is going to be the main people bucking it out for the $2 billion at first. Microsoft is going to have a hard way with Xcloud because they don't have a $50 dongle. You feel me? They ain't got no $50 dongle. You got to pay $299 for an Xbox. They ain't got no $50 dongle. And then to make it worse is, the what's it called? Ain't Wi-Fi 6 compliant. And it's going to turn into a stream box, and it's not Wi-Fi 6 compliant. And Muggs is laughing at that because they're thinking of the dedicated device multiplayer gaming aspect. No. When that thing turns into a stream box and it ain't Wi-Fi 6 compliant, my God. So I just find all this interesting. You know what I'm saying? And what y'all got to think of is look at the price, y'all. Look at the price. Stadia Pro is what? $10. Amazon Luna is what? $5.99. You combine those two, you got $15.99. Amazon Luna is proposing that their Luna Plus channel for $5.99 is going to be as big, if not bigger, than Game Pass. They're looking to get it huge. They're looking to get it in Game Pass numbers. Then on top of that, they're going to provide additional Game Pass competitors in the form of the Ubisoft channel, the EA channel, the you know what I'm saying, possibly the Square Enix channel, the Activision channel, so on and so on. Now I get that EA. Why am I getting all this lag on the computer? My computer's bucking out. Now I get that what do you call it? That Uplay Plus. I mean, I get that EA Play, the $5 version is embedded in Game Pass. No, I'm talking about day and date. We know what makes a subscription model successful is the day and date content. And the day and date content for for the EA channel is going to be different from the day and day content that's going to be available via Game Pass. So again, Amazon is looking to approach different providers and publishers and say, here is your opportunity to be a competitor to Game Pass, and you ain't got to have your own proprietary cloud technology. We got it. Just partner with us. Let's go make this money. So you got Amazon with that. Then on top of that, you got Google saying, look, we're going to give you the traditional console experience without the console price. You ain't got to pay $500 every 2 to 3 years. Upgrade to this stuff. Just buy the game. Or if you want a little bit more, like you do with PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live Gold, we're going to give you 4 to 6 quality games every month. So you get the best of both worlds. You can get all that stuff all together, $15.99. That right there, my friends, as far as I'm concerned, is a unification against Game Pass, opposed to Google having to worry about Luna and Luna having to worry about. No, that's Google and Amazon saying, look, even though we're competitors, we coexist just fine. Just slapboxing and playing a little bit of T-ball. And just slapbox. And these mugs, these Microsoft mugs with their money, they want to come in the game and infiltrate our living room. We thought y'all was done with the living room. So we started taking it over, making all these dongles and cubes and stuff. Now y'all want to come back in. Oh, get the hell out of here. Look at the price. $10 plus $5.99. And look at the dynamic, the history of those two entities cohabitating. Yes, having competing hardware and different things, but just playing nicely with each other. And Microsoft just grabbed the mic and called them out. Said, no, look, we coming to squash these mugs. Whoa. Why you gotta be so vitriolic, Phil? Oh, we got something for you. $10.99 plus $5.99. You get the best of both worlds. And you can get into our ecosystem with a $40 dongle and a $50 dongle. Now, Xbox, what you got? You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, they got it. Now, some people may say, but Xcloud is going to have an Android app. Let me explain something to you. Now, for Google, I don't see them tinkering too much. But for the Fire TV owners, I don't think that they're going to allow Game Pass on there. I don't think they're going to allow Game Pass or Stadia on there. For two, if you've ever tried side loading Stadia and Game Pass on a Fire Cube or Fire TV, it's not a great experience. Hardly playable. Fire TV is nah, but the Fire Cube, oh no, they locked that puppy down. Now again, the Google TV, you're going to be able to put, Xcloud on there. But believe you me, they're going to optimize the hell out of Stadia, where the Stadia performance is surely going to outshine the Game Pass performance on that Google TV. Because they own the hub, they own the dongle. They're going to allow it on there. It's going to be playable. But the Google TV experience is going to be better. I mean, the Stadia performance is going to be better. And Microsoft, unfortunately, don't have their own dongle. Just say, okay, well, we'll just put it on our dongle and it's going to perform. We're going to make sure it performs best there. They don't have that. They're reliant on who? Amazon to even let them on, and Google to let theirs be as optimized as possible. Wow. The homie Squid says 720p gaming on Xcloud. Ha ha ha. Well, look, that's a whole nother podcast talking about the infrastructure. He says, sorry, I was out a minute watching gameplay of Outcasters. That's what's up. At Mighty Mike, tell me where you play 2077 for $5 a month, and I'll be there. Oh, we got the homie Mighty Mike back. He says, so to play 2077, all I have to do is pay $5 a month. No, you gotta buy the game. But again, if I'm paying $15.99, Mike, I'm getting Stadia Pro and I'm getting Luna Plus, right? I'm getting the best that both of those platforms got to offer. And I get to buy Cyberpunk 2077 on top of it from Stadia without having to pay $500. You feel me? So that's what I believe Eddie is talking about. That's what we're talking about in general. He says, let's see how UB Play works on Stadia when it comes and compares to Luna. Absolutely. Now, that's going to be a big, big topic of debate, particularly on this channel. I am curious to see who's going to have more content and who's going to play the stuff the best. That's still up in the air. Now, what's the call said on Luna that they're going to have 50 games. And again, because of that, the fact that you're basically taking a PC version of games and you're just installing it in the cloud for Luna, that's going to be great for the number of games there. But we know it's a little bit more challenging. It's not horrible, but it's more challenging because it's its own segregated platform in a sense, as far as how you design for it. And the fact that it's running off of Linux, that for Stadia, they might not have 50 games. I did a count, and I'm looking at anywhere between 40 to 50 games when you look at what they said about They're tracking 120 games for 2020 and how many games actually released and how many games are still coming. I'm showing about 40 to 50 games. They might have a few less games at launch than what's it called? But as long as they got all the major hitters, like if they ain't got I don't know. I know Ubisoft don't make this game. Command and Conquer 1993. If they ain't got that game in there, who cares, right? As long as they got all the heavy hitters, and I surmise that both platforms, I apologize for this squeaky chair, that both platforms are going to have all the heavy hitters. It's just the extra games. Like I got Uplay Plus for the PC and games that I love and adore, like what's the name of that game? Golly, it's just Brotherhood in Arms. Brother in Arms. I love that game. That's one of my favorite games of the last few generations. It's in my top 10 or my top 20. Brother in Arms. Love that game by Gearbox. Oh my God. One of the best Gearbox games out there, including Borderlands. So when you have situations like that coming, where they're all going to have the best games, and then, you know, Amazon might have 8 more fluff games, right? The original Prince of Persia or something like that. They might have 8 more fluff games. And we're going to be tracking that because you know what the media is going to do, y'all. The media is going to say, hey, look, I notice that, or we notice that Ubisoft channel, there's 7 more games on there than there is on the Stadia, on Uplay Plus for Stadia. Amazon wins. You know they're going to do that, right? But if the games are Super Puzzle Popper 5, you know, like filler games, who cares? It's going to be about price and performance. That's what it's going to boil down to, folks. Price and performance. So Chariot, man, you're absolutely right, bro. It's going to be a wonderful thing. This is based on your current download speed of 912. We expect to have a high performance gaming experience on Stadia. Absolutely. He says, wow, Outcasters, enjoy the first 2 days of it because after that you won't be able to fill a lobby. Oh, love you, Mike. Love you, Mike. We got the homie Daryl Smock Jr. Yeah, what's up? But what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about Uplay Plus? Well, number one is support. Let's start there first because again, I want to educate the misinformed. A lot of people are misinformed, not by their own doing. And I think that it's important for us to counterbalance that misinformation. So what do you guys think so far about the support that Ubisoft has provided? Stadia. Do you feel let's start on a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being great, 1 being you know, y'all can hit up the chat. On a scale of 1 to 5, how do you consider Ubisoft support? I'm gonna start it off with a 4. The reason why I don't give a 5, here's why I don't give a 5. I need Uplay Plus. when I see Uplay Plus, then I'll give it a 5. But I'll say a 4. You know what I'm saying? I'll start it off. We gotta get that Uplay Plus. We're supposed to get that at the beginning of the year, y'all. Straight up. But that's okay. But again, I know what happened. COVID and Ubisoft changed its financials and all that other stuff. So I know what happened. You know what I mean? But again, what do you guys feel? You guys and gals feel about the support considering stuff like this, like the homie again, Bippity Bop reminds us, Siege is coming again. Siege coming, baby. Eddie Player One says, I'll probably be able to play it, inviting a few okay. Stadia is not a good place to play multiplayers as of now because of the size of the Stadia. They're talking about Outcasters. So What do you guys think about Ubisoft's support? I see a lot of 4s. People agree with me. Ratio, a couple of 5s. No 3s. Okay. No 3s, 2s, or 1s. Okay. That's important. That's great. Yeah. I think the support has been great. I think it's been phenomenal. I would say I would love to see Ghost Recon Breakpoint. That really would make it a 4.5 for me. Eddie said 5, and he's about to tell us here's why. I'm gonna say I would make it 4.5 if Ghost Recon Breakpoint was better optimized. But see, again, Ghost Recon Breakpoint is just poorly optimized everywhere. It's poorly optimized everywhere. But a man can dream, can he? And I would love to see that optimized. I'd make it a 4.5. Eddie says they have been here from the very beginning of Projekt. Yeah, that is true. That is true, Eddie. I mean, that's a great point. Eddie says, I give them a 5, and here's why. They've been in their system. Yeah, so they've been vital. Would y'all agree? They've been vital to the success of the platform. I want to say they were vital for the building of the infrastructure for it to be a marketable product. Ubisoft was. Then I will say that Destiny was vital to the launch. But lastly, Ubisoft has been vital as far as content. I mean, we made such a big whoop-to-do, right? Remember that? And I did it too. We made such a big whoop-to-do about Doom Eternal not being true 4K 60 as Bethesda promised. Hey, look, y'all, that's another one. Now we know why. We knew something fishy was going on, but now we know why. We know why Doom Eternal now wasn't native 4K 60 as they promised. Oh, it's built up from the ground up for the API, for the Vulkan API. It's going to do. These mugs went live on stage and spoke that and created an outrage. Yes, I got bars. They went live on stage and created that outrage. Yeah, it's Vulkan API. Man, oh man, oh man. Now we know. I told y'all something funny, Daddy. Y'all laughed at me, MM2K. Take the Metamucil. Don't skip the Geritol. You just need fiber. You out your mind, bro. You out your rabbit. You out your rabbit mind. No, I told y'all some funny, duddy stuff was happening, and now we know why. We know why. We know why. Because that Microsoft purchase didn't happen overnight. Rumor has they were working on that for 2 years. Not Ubisoft, but Bethesda was starting to get under the water with the with the lack of success of his titles for the last 2 years. They went from being worth 9.5 billion or 9 billion to 7.5 billion, really, in a matter, and that's the buying price that Microsoft took them at. So I just find it interesting that a lot of people was so worked up about Doom Eternal not being native 4K 60, me included. I'm not sitting on the soapbox on this one. I'm talking about me too. And meanwhile, the best game on the platform was Division 2. And remember, if y'all remember, I was live on stream and I said to Chase, I think it was Chase. I said, Chase, I'm going to be honest with you. Division 2 looks better than Doom Eternal to me. And the thought of it, I was on a group stream. I think it was me, Chase, 6'4", and Project Storm. I don't know if Storm is watching. I think we were all there. Or I don't know. It could have been at, because normally when Division 2 came out, the people that were gaming together constantly on Division 2, the Trash Mob, of course, shout out to the Trash Mob, is Eddie, 6'4", Storm, Chase, and then when I could get away from the wife, I would hop in there too, right? And Link. You know what I mean? And then we had some games with Ashes as well. But that was the group that was gaming on. And I can't remember who was all in that stream, but I remember saying, y'all, hey, look, I'm going to keep it jiggy with you. I think Division 2 looks better than Doom Eternal. Oh, no, I don't know. I wouldn't go that far yet. I wouldn't go. Everybody was like, no, I don't know. And come to find out, when we looked at the aspect ratio, it's some weird aspect. It's 2130 by something weird, but it definitely is at a higher ratio than Doom Eternal was. Doom Eternal is it was a base 1800p, and it was dynamically scaled from 1800p. Division was dynamically scaled from a higher resolution, I believe. Something weird like 1832, some weird resolution. But Ubisoft did the damn thing with that one, man. And as far as I'm concerned, it looked better. Charles Aran said, yep, some speculate that Uplay Plus will come after all platforms. Will come for all platforms, so it needs to be 15 or PC. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the problem. I could see Uplay Plus on PlayStation. I can't see Uplay Plus dropping day-and-date content on Xbox. I can see an EA version of that on Xbox where they have, you get, if they call it Uplay legit or something like that, or Uplay now. Something like that. Where it's like the EA Play version where there's a vote of games you can play and then you get, you know what I'm saying, and they give you discounts on games. I can see that happening. But I can't see Uplay, because if you put Uplay, look, I hate to say this, guys, but the numbers don't lie. Even Xbox gamers play Ubisoft games more than they do Xbox games. They even play Ubisoft games more than they play Bethesda games. When you look at the last few Bethesda games that come out. Don't believe me? Go to the most played list on Xbox. The Ubisoft games are generally charting higher. They just are. If Uplay Plus in its current setup with dropping day-and-date content comes to the Xbox, and you got a choice. Am I paying $15.99 for that, or am I paying $15.99 for this? Even though Xbox is undoubtedly going to get a cut, I'm making a choice for Uplay Plus. Now, Game Pass is not going to be able to compete until the Bethesda games start dropping day and date. And you're not going to see Bethesda games dropping day and date until after the exclusivity of the Ghostwired game and the other game that's coming to PlayStation. PlayStation, and this is what I was joking with my friends about yesterday, PlayStation is getting Xbox exclusives before Xbox does from Bethesda. They're not letting Uplay Plus on the system in its current format. They're not letting Uplay Plus on that system in its current format. It might be in an EA Play format, but I know that's been some rumors that have been floated around. And I saw the verbiage on the FAQ where some people thought, hey, maybe that's a hint that it's no. Uplay Plus is in its current format might be coming. I see it coming to PlayStation. I don't see it coming to Xbox, but that's just me. Ray Shiraz says a troll is a person who starts flame wars or intentionally upsets people on the internet by posting inflammatory and aggressive, extraneous or off-topic message in an online community chat room. Hey, don't let Andrew Moore get to y'all, man. Andrew Moore is chilling. Look, like this common Bethesda's gotten a really bad reputation after Fallout. And no, he chilling, he doing this thing, man. Squared. And it's the major reason Ubisoft won't sell because they got so much each platform has, growing money. Yeah. Yeah, but and Charles, I'm not knocking you for bringing that up. That was a great point. I just wanted to illustrate why I personally don't see it coming to all platforms in its current format. Let me see who else we got up in here. So what are y'all? Okay, so we hit an hour. I'm gonna wrap up with this, y'all. Because like I said, I got to start keeping this an hour. But this was a great conversation, y'all. When do y'all, let me know in the chat, when do y'all think that Uplay Plus is coming? I'm going to start it off. I'm going to say by November 10th. Oh, that look kind of creepy the way I had my caps. By November 10th. When do y'all think that Uplay Plus is coming to Stadia? And then, how many games? I'm going to say 50 games. Just let me know real quick. Yep. Dosage Macchiato says, yeah, the release of Valhalla. Yeah. I think Uplay Plus. He said, damn, Moss, you thief. You damn right, Eddie. I say, look, I have no shame. I have no credibility, Eddie. I have none. I stole that right from Eddie during TSI. Eddie said November 10th. He was all elaborate and all this. I just took it, repurposed it, I refried those beans, man, and gobbled that stuff up, man. Eddie was like, yeah, broke it down. Oh, yeah, I agree with Eddie because such and such. All I was doing was tippity tap on the side, taking notes of what Eddie said. I robbed the hell out of my brother, man. But Eddie was spot on. Because here's the thing. It happened live on air, Eddie. I don't know if you remember this, Eddie. It happened live on air. I said another date. I can't even remember what I said, but I had gave another date. And you came up right after me and you said, no, because of dot. And I sat back and I said, this man be jammy. He just made me look foolish. I'm taking it. Because he made everything I said sound stupid because what he said was true. What he said was absolutely true in a lot of ways, and it made sense. Now we'll see, but I'm with Eddie. I'm team Eddie on this one. I think Uplay Plus is launching November 10th with what's it called? Laura M says, what room is there for us to be surprised by Uplay Plus in the Stadia model? Claimable games pro style that rotate in and out, that kind of thing? No. I don't think so. I think the Uplay Plus model is just going to be a smaller version of the Uplay Plus on PC. So instead of you getting 100 games for $14.99, I suspect that you're going to get 50 games for $8.99. You're going to get 40 to 50 games for $8.99. That's what I suspect. So, William Family says, I think before November 10th to get people in the ecosystem already. Absolutely. Charles Aran says November 1 for Pro for a while, 50 games. Hey, that's dope. I like that. Bippity Bop says 20 to 30 games. Ooh, that's kind of low to me. Y'all yeah, I took them. I robbed my brother, man. Dosage Macchiato says 25 games. Oh, y'all lowballing to me. Hey, man. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. We already got like 8 games. We got like 3 more coming. I mean, we got the big title games, but I would like to have like Far Cry. I mean, I see that Far Cry new whatever is coming, but I want Far Cry 5, baby. I gotta have Far Cry 5. That's my, I would say that in Division. My 3 favorite games this generation is Far Cry 5, Division 2, and Witcher 3. And if I get into Baldur's Gate some more, and Baldur's Gate is creeping up there. But what do y'all think? So connect early November, that's possible. Homie Rock is in the house. Rock says 30, and he says November 3rd. The homie Victor Del Maestro. Victor, what's going on, buddy? He says, hiya. We're asking people how many games they think is going to be in Uplay Plus when they think it's going to release for Stadia. He says, these channel subscriptions worry me, guys. Why is that, Lore? I mean, that's an interesting point. And all points are welcome here. You know, there's some people I pick on, like Anumar, that's the homie. Cold Blood Sense. I love picking on people, but no, a diversity of thought is definitely welcomed here. Let us know why you think that, why they worry you. I'm very interested to see your reasoning on that. Victor says, I'm chilling, bro. That's what's up, man. Hey, be ready, Victor, for hey, look, my job is still up in the air, y'all. Don't forget SML tomorrow. It's going to be on this channel. It's going to be on this channel at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the homie Chase does Stadia Talk from 10 to, he usually does it from like 10 to 11:30, 10 to 12, and then we come on at 12 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? He says, does Ubi have any franchise compilations and collections? They might have a Brother in Arms. Like, hey, look, if y'all got a PC and y'all willing to try out Uplay Plus, I would highly recommend the Brother in Arms series. It's one of the best. I mean, it's just the tactical army shoot. It's hard for me to explain, man. I love it. Laura M says channel subscriptions mean higher dollar per month as in the inevitability. Biggest thing I'm worried about with Luna. Yeah. Hey, look, I get you, Laura, but it's an option. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. I get what you're saying because believe you me, Game Pass, Luna Plus, all that stuff is to get you locked in like Netflix to where they'll annually raise the price and you'll be like, well, it's only $1. It's only $1. It's only $1 until several years later. Now the subscription thing is $20, $25, $30. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the introductory prices to get you in. These low prices are not sustainable. I can see, you know, yeah, you're going to have price hikes of $1, $1.50 every year or two. You are. They're going to go up. So you are right about that. Chariot Man Gaming says, hey, what's up, Rock? I'm loving the Luna intro. Very professional. Laura M says, regardless, I have an open mind about it. Now that Laura M, no, I get you, brother. I can dig that. I can't, you know, what can I say? It's only $30. Square said, Rock, I'm a day one sub for Uplay Plus on Stadia the minute it drops. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah, I am. But if Luna, I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm an Ubisoft nut. Doesn't mean my support of Stadia is gonna wane. But when Luna drops, and this is something Stadia got to consider, when Luna drops, if their Uplay channel has like 60 games and it includes Brother in Arms, and Stadia's don't, and Luna plays well too, I ain't gonna front. I might be teetering that, you know, it depends. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say this channel proposal is so deadly against everybody. It's deadly against everybody. But when you think about partnerships, you can see where Amazon, like, we got our own lane. It's a subscription model. And Stadia can say, well, we got our own, we got a multitude of options here, and our lane is the you know what I'm saying, is the, you know, we do the a la carte thing. Amazon ain't doing that. You can get the best of both worlds, $15.99. You see do y'all see what I'm saying? That's why that's so dangerous. And that's why that's so dangerous for Xcloud and Game Pass. So Squid says Stadia at 10 or people just bought in for the games 2-3 years easy. Memories the ban of consoles until they realize that it's always the problem. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. That's the problem. Lloyd in the house. Lloyd says, kill all the imps. Lord, I had such a hard time on this part. I will say this before I close out. One thing I had, the only thing about Baldur's Gate, the only complaint that I have is I wish that there was a tutorial that said, hey, here's, you're going to fight these 5 imps. Here's a facet of what you can do versus these 5 imps. Because I'm one of those RPG nuts to where I want to know everything I can do at the base level from the very, very beginning. I told y'all last time I buy the books and all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? The strategy guys, I used to do that. And me not knowing basic things that I can do really agitates me. I'll say that. So that's the only thing, my only complaint. Even with the bugs, y'all can see here that there's several times where it just booted me out of the game. But because it's Stadia and the beauty of the platform, all I do is just hit play and I'm back in 3 seconds more later in the same exact spot, the same exact game session. So I love it. Since I've been holding out on Uplay Plus and not buying any Ubi games, check Twitter DMs, faux, and encounter that I had about this. It says, I finally managed to play a few hours last night, loving it. Found a secret basement type thing and was murdered. That's one thing. Yeah, you make one turn, Lord. One thing I got to say, this is traditional in a lot of ways. Make sure you save, people. You accomplish something, save. Do not be afraid to save because you can die real quick. It says, doing good, man, at Bippity. And it's hard, but forgiving. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So with that said, hey, thank you everybody for coming through. We did a lot better this time, 1 hour and 11 minutes. I got to go pick up the wife. And when I come back, I'm going to stream on here. I'm going to leave the link right here. Twitch.tv/Mighty Most 2000. That's my Twitch stream. But, I mean, that's the Twitch stream for what I'm normally going to do. But today I'm doing a little bit different. Also, and follow me there, guys. Follow me there. If you can, say you're twitch.tv/Stadia Dosage. I'm going to play some more Baldur's Gate. I'm going to play more Baldur's Gate when I come back. That's what I'm going to do. Because what I did this morning is I uploaded the footage that you see for my I call it the Hard Knock Digital Culture. For my Hard Knock Digital Culture Twitch channel, where we highlight hardcore gaming. For those people, they get to see this in entirety, uninterrupted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stream on the Stadia Dosage Twitch channel today. So follow me at twitch.tv/Stadia Dosage. Just follow me so you can get the notification, and I'm going to do some Baldur's Gate there when I come back. I want to say around 2 o'clock, maybe 2:30. All right. And with that said, thank you guys so much for being here at this open mic session. I love you guys. Lloyd says, I miss this type of RPG. I do too, man. I'm an RPG. Doesn't my favorite game. I don't know, Lloyd, if I'm telling my age with this one, but my favorite game, not just RPG game of all times, is Phantasy Star 2 that was on Sega Genesis. I love RPGs. Rock says, don't forget Amazon doesn't call it Uplay Plus. Absolutely. It's the Ubisoft channel. Yep. It might be a slightly different model. Exactly. Think of like a franchise in a store. It's US only for at least a month or two as well. Thank you, Rock, for providing that clarification. And with that said, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I really adore the support you guys giving us on the Patreon. If you want to be a Patreon member, I got more content. I found like 3 more shows of the Prognosis TV that I did that I forgot about. Those are going to go live between today and tomorrow. So definitely go out there today, become a member like our good homie Chase. What I recommend is become a member of the Stadia War Room for $3. That way you get all of our content, because most of our content on the Patreon right now is Stadia focused. But I got another show where I talked about PlayStation's likely dominance going into next generation. If you want to talk about why I think that's going to happen, you can listen to that. And we're going to have gameplay and stuff every Monday. We got a lot of content out there. Too much for me to handle right now. Golly. But go out there, go to patreon.com. Here, let me put it out here. Patreon.com/PNTS network. Go there, get access to all that. The most you'll have to pay is $3 a month. I will say this: the other channels, the other war rooms, we're still working on content for them. If you want to just be kind and support, they're great. We love your support, but you're not going to get like per se a lot of Xbox centric content like you will the Stadia content. So, it's $1 in a dream, but there is Stadia specific content out there that the $3 tier members get only. So just so everyone's aware and to be fully transparent there. Okay. So with that said, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate all of y'all. He said, y'all gonna leave me alone with that. The homie, who was that? Avery from Stadia Source did the same thing. He said, "What if I'm not wearing pants?" We'll still let you in. We'll still let you in, Lloyd. We'll still let you in. With that said, we just won't tell anybody. With that said, I know are you making a proposition to me, Lloyd? Laugh out loud. With that said, you guys have a wonderful gaming day. Peace. Let's close out with everyone's favorite song. Let's do that.
Not sorry. Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me, I'm at all